What's up, dogs?
Hey, that's right.
That's right. We're the Patricks. I forgot. I didn't even think of that.
Hey,
That's
long
right.
time no see, gang.
So yeah, if I married him, that would be weird. Patrick, right?
That's right.
Patrick
These are
squared.
the kids. What would the kids look like?
Hey,
Oh,
if
shit.
we got married, that wouldn't be the weirdest thing.
Patrick squared.
Oh, man. So we're doing another watch along, gang. The first one was so much fun, we decided to do part 2.
Figure why not? Let's do part 2. Part
Yeah.
2.
Part deux.
Part 2.
And I did
Part 2 and a
pick
half.
up,
The smell of fear.
and I'm hoping our good buddy, I saw Colin Murdy's in the chat, so I'm hoping he's still hanging out. I know what is it? It's got to be,
You
Jesus
said 5 or
Christ.
6 a.m., right?
Well, you figure it's 10 o'clock here. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning over there. It's 5 hours ahead from here.
Mm.
Oh, well, if he's Irish, that means he's just up and drinking still.
Not
And
wrong
as
with
the
that.
Macho Man says, "Oh yeah, yeah."
Oh, yeah. Dig it.
Snap it, you Slim Jim.
So
yeah,
this one's easy to queue up. Did you guys queue it up?
I've got the beginning of Universal started.
Yeah, so it's 3:10 in Ireland. Yeah, it's 5 hours from here. It's a 5 hour difference from the Eastern Standard Time. So he's 6 hours ahead of you guys.
Oh, 3:10. Okay.
Nice. Well, welcome.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're talking maybe next year. Well, we'll see, because now we're going to be going to age 45. We've been long overdue to get back to Ireland. The wife is chomping at the bit.
Yeah, we have never been over there. My wife has studied abroad, but I'd be all for going there in the future.
Studying abroad.
I was going to say, your wife
How'd
studied
you swing
abroad?
that?
Had to happen. Yeah, did you get to watch?
Studied abroad. I like that.
Nice.
I'll be like, that's fine. I'll just sit here with a couple of beers and watch. Tag me in if you feel the need.
Well,
Studies
I am
abroad.
personally at the black screen right before they start the music for Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I got it's queued up to right before the Universal comes up.
I have it right at I paused it right when the 0 seconds.
Yeah, so I'm at 0.0.
Well, you guys I'm at a disadvantage with. Well, let me see what happens when I go to 0 because I'm on.
You go
Voodoo
back to
here.
the Universal logo, damn it.
So if I'm on 0,
like it.
I get the FBI anti-piracy warning.
Oh,
yeah, you have to go through all that stuff. Yeah, because
I just grabbed one of my Shop Factory discs and did it that way.
well, that's it. I have it on a thumb drive, but Michael had to rent it.
No, it's not this part, right? This is new.
That's new. You have to go past all that crapola. So you get to the old-fashioned Universal.
I think I was going to wear the headset, but I was figuring it's like, you know what? I'd like to have just a little volume while talking to you guys.
I think for Voodoo, we got a different setup, gang.
Yeah, once it goes past all that, you should get to the Universal thing. And then hear the bump, 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 bump.
So you're seeing stars and shit from the Universal thing about to pop up.
I'm seeing stars. I didn't drink that much yet, but no, not yet. It's still dark. No.
I might just have to briefly run out and help my wife put her car in the garage here. That's a side story.
Oh, you have to do it, or you did it already?
No, during it, maybe she's a little bit later. No worries. I'll just go run out really quick.
Gotcha.
You guys can talk away.
All
She'll
right.
text me.
So I
Talking to
think
me.
I'm in the same spot as you guys then.
It should all be in black right before the Universal starts up.
Hold on, let me get it black.
Oh, here we
Uh-oh,
go.
what do we got in the house? We got some nasty...
Yeah, we got a spammer.
What did it say?
I don't know. It's usually like some dirty thing, like put your penis in me or whatever it is.
Yeah, Colin, I agree with Colin. This is still my favorite sequel too. I think it's Patrick's too. I know what Michael's favorite sequel
It's
is.
definitely
right?
mine.
This is y'all's favorite sequel? Yours too, Brett?
No. I said I thought yours is 4. Mine is 2, and I think Pat's is 2.
Mine's
Yeah,
definitely
yours
two.
is 2, mine's 4 by a long shot, for sure.
Right.
Like 2's more special, because it was the first one I saw in the theater I saw it opening weekend when it came out. So it was like super special seeing it on the big screen, and plus I was, it was 1981, so I was 9 years old.
Yeah, Brett, I was telling Patring, I actually got an email from Dick Warlock like about a month and a half ago Because if you go to dickwarlock.com, he still has Michael's Horror and Pinball as his #1 thing on his website.
He still has it. That's awesome.
Yeah, and about a month and a half ago, I looked at my emails and I see one from Dick Warlock. I'm like, get the fuck out of here,
Dude,
Dick Warlock.
that must have been right around the time Pat and I saw him at Monster Mania. That's about a month and a half ago now.
Yeah, it's probably about that, right? It was August. Wasn't August when we were there?
He's the greatest.
Awesome dude. His wife, sweet lady too. They
Did
were,
we hit play?
Not yet.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I know we were chatting. That's fine. I'm like, I didn't hit play yet.
All right, you guys ready to start?
Can do a countdown.
All right.
Who's doing? You got it?
3.
Whoever.
You doing a 3, 2, 1?
Do it.
3, 2, 1, go.
There we
I
go.
see stars.
You know, as these credits are,
I'm seeing Universal, an MCA company.
I was always curious. What's your guys' favorite collectible from this movie?
It was great to see you in the theater, Colin. Man, it was next level when I saw it. I think if you watched any of the podcast, I was telling the story how they were all kept tapping me on the shoulder. My brother's friends all trying to scare the shit out of me because I was the youngest one there, and they knew I was freaked out. Bastards.
Are you guys seeing the tree?
Yep. Rustling leaves. And then we should see
Brett,
Jamie Lee in a
I'm
minute.
trying to think of my favorite collectible, but there's a lot of them for Halloween too because the rights were easier to get.
Yeah, Universal like raped that one out, didn't they?
Oh, that's what they're still doing it now. I'm like, God.
I think it's one of the NECA ones, right? The Loomis Michael one, or even the Michael on its own.
I got plenty of those if anybody's interested. Loomis and Michael Myers NECA duo set.
And I put my spectacles on because I did dig up some stuff on Halloween too that I'll go through as we're going along.
Did you say testicles and schlong?
I did say testicles and schlong. Yeah. As we go along, I do have some interesting tidbits.
I have like a case and a half of Miller Lite from the Bears game left over now.
And this
Cheers, Brett. Cheers, Patrang.
And yeah, I got my Ultra. I'm trying to watch my girlish figure, and it's tough. This one I can honestly say I've only seen H2 in the theater when I was a kid. They don't ever really re-release it. Has anybody ever seen it in the theater?
You know, man, I've got an interesting thing about it. I actually saw it at the drive-in as a 1 and 2. I never seen it in the theater, but at the drive-in.
That'd be gnarly as hell.
That would be great. I'd love to do that. But I can
He's
honestly
choking
say,
her.
He's choking her.
The great Tony Moran.
But what I liked about this is in part 2, they don't show his face.
They don't want to pay Tony Moran, did they?
They want to pay him. Yeah. And here, one of the first thing is after he shoots him, look, he's not breathing heavy like he was in part 1, being asthmatic.
And then, yeah, Patrick Ring's cosplay shooting him there.
Yes. And he's walking in. Where is he? He falls out the front of the house instead of the side of the house. The back of the house.
That looks like such a fun stunt to do, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a blast to just fall onto like a big blob of air. I wonder what he fell onto.
Probably a big, padding of some sort, right? Or inner tube. I don't know.
Oh, and one of the biggest goof gaffs is we can all count. He shot him 7 times.
I shot him 7 times.
We always say, call the police. We say that. I've got that stuck in my.
And now it's fresh patch of grass.
Yeah.
Look at that fresh grass that we didn't get to see at the end of part 1.
As Slaughtered Lamb says, look at those lapels, right?
And then we get to hear the voice of the great Tommy Lee Wallace.
Oh, this is Tommy Lee Wallace coming up?
This is his voice. He did the voiceover for the actor. Listen to the voice. I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight.
And it was a different guy in the trailer, right? Remember, it was like a different voice.
Yeah, it was a different take.
Hi.
You don't know what death is.
Don't know what death is.
I'm hearing somebody's.
Yeah, let me bring it down just a dash because I'd hate to get kicked off because we'd hear something.
These are my personal favorite opening credits of any of them.
Yes, I saw the 3 times using.
Dino De Laurentiis, didn't he do like smut films?
So H3 and a beanbag cinema. What's a beanbag cinema? Where you all sit around in beanbag chairs? That's weird.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Is that? Yeah, I'd be
Yeah,
curious. That sounds like fun.
It actually sounds like fun. As long as you're sitting in the beanbag with the right person, you know.
We're going to Ireland to go to the beanbags.
You said bag.
Yeah, like H1 I didn't see in the theater when it first came out, obviously, but I've seen it at least a dozen or so times since then because it's always playing. This is the first year probably in 10 years I didn't go because like I said, no place around here was showing it on the big screen. I was pissed.
I need to look harder because I would love to see it in the theater. I've never had a chance to.
Oh, it's fun.
Oh yeah. You got to, yeah, at least once. They already had. Well, of course, it's November now. They already had their showings.
It's weird looking at this thing, knowing how big it is in real life.
Now, there's a guy that doesn't want to have anything to do with conventions. There, Hunter Von Leer.
Now
Who
he
is
does.
he?
Hunt. Deputy
Sure,
Hunt.
Deputy Hunt.
Ah, gotcha.
He's pretty good in this too.
He was also the lead Roman soldier in History of the World.
Now, Pat, if I throw a few one-liners out there that you were probably going to say, I apologize.
Lying around on beanbags watching Atkins slap asses. It was so nice because he saw H3 in the beanbag chairs.
Oh my God. Man, that would be awesome with Night of the Creeps on then.
Yeah, right? Night of the Creeps. Thrill me. That sounds like fun. I would do that.
Alan Howarth, no shit.
Actually, that's a good question for Colin. Has he seen all the other ones in the theater?
Yeah. Which ones? What was the first one you saw in the theater? Well, I know H4 was your first one, right, Michael?
In the theater?
Yeah.
No, H6.
H6. What about you, Brady?
H4 and H5. Brother took me 7 and 8 years old each time.
All right, so I just dated myself as I'm the oldest one here, of course.
This one was written by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, huh?
Yep. Have you seen this movie yet? He's like, wow, Alan, wow.
Yeah, this is the one that comes before part 4.
Now, Michael, when you were out there for H40, did you go back here in this alley? You know how it's like behind the Myers house?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured you did.
Yep, sure did. We had a great tour guide, took the whole fucking trip. It was we went there, we went to the parking lot. Even went into that bar from Halloween 3.
You know what's a good question? Because you had Nick Castle in all 3 movies in the trilogy doing the breathing. Oh, who did the breathing in this? Because it sounds the same. Unless they just took sound bites and just overdubbed it.
Yeah, because Tommy Lee Wallace didn't have anything to do with this one, I thought, right?
No, he didn't. He was asked to direct it and he turned it down.
That's right.
I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart.
All right, get in the car.
Yeah, all right, get in the car.
Charlie
him out. His own goddamn doctor.
Who's he trying to convince that he shot him 6 times? Because we counted 7 earlier.
That's right. That's why he was wrong. I shot him 7 times.
He's gonna tell him to put that thing away if you catch my drift here in a little bit.
Well, here's one I found on the list. Hold on. So when Michael enters the Elrod home and steals the knife, as he picks up the knife from where Mrs. Elrod had left it, there are several drops of blood that fall into the lunch meat, presumably from Michael's injuries. A few seconds later, when Mrs. Elrod walks back over the lunch meat, reaches for the knife, the blood droplets are in different patterns.
Wow. Did you hear? So when Sean Clark grabbed that cutting board from this, How like the
Yes.
chalkboard was still there and he forgot to grab the chalkboard. He wanted to take that too. The chalkboard.
I would have took the whole fucking kitchen out and set up in my garage.
Huh.
Did you ever watch the TV cut of this when she turns and she sees his mask in the window?
Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it?
It's so weird. He's like doing Art the Clown. He's like,
You looked like me last night during the podcast
All right, so
after
this-
coming back for the Bears game.
so now he just dropped it. There was droplets there of blood from when he grabbed the knife. Now when she comes back, there's a pool of it on the ham.
That's an awesome shot though, with him back there behind them.
Oh, yeah. It's a great Dean Cundy.
3 people are dead tonight.
3 people are dead tonight as a result of escaped mental patient. See? Now it's all over the place when it wasn't there before.
Enjoy
Oh, dude.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah, everything overseas is definitely different. That's right.
Yeah, and I think Halloween 5 didn't go to theaters in some parts in overseas, right? Wasn't it straight to video?
I think it was straight to video. And I didn't know that except for watching the Slaughter Lamb podcast when Darren had said that it came with straight to video.
They said it on. It was on one of the documentaries.
See, Colin's right there with me. I think I would have took
This
that whole
is the
guy.
same exact thing you said.
I would have went there with a freaking truck and ripped that entire kitchen out and set up. I would set up right around me, right here. I'd be sitting in the El Rod's kitchen right now.
Well,
Like sort of like Kramer when Kramer takes the old Merv Griffin set. You guys watch Seinfeld?
I remember that.
A little bit.
He finds the entire like set of the Merv Griffin show and sets it up in his apartment and starts doing like his own talk show.
It sounds like us. What's they say in a Family Guy? You're not just good. You're Halloween 4 good. Silver on there.
My father had that exact radio.
I
when I was a
love
kid.
how convenient it is on TV whenever on TV they turn on a radio station or a TV,
It's perfect.
it just lines up perfectly to start telling them what they want to know.
It's very convenient.
Well, thank God for that. We don't want to sit through a commercial, that's for sure.
All right, so Halloween 5 and 6 in the UK were straight to video. Wow. That sucks.
I just thought this was weird how they did this scene though. Like it's like he was slicing up a piece of steak and her blood just shot everywhere. And he jumps out like peekaboo. Surprise, finger in the butt. Oh, wrong one.
Wrong one.
Oh, we got a little nip action.
Oh, see, you can see the angle of the knife a little bit better there.
I
And
did
one thing
not
that-
see a motherfucker sitting there crouched down in the middle of your living room waiting for you to walk to that point to jump up.
Now, my nuts is the sky look like it's like sunrise or sunset here.
Oh yeah, it
Look at
does.
that
Look in the
shit.
back. Yeah, you can see it. All right, I'm an idiot. I'm pointing to it on my screen like you guys can see me point. I'm like, look, yeah, I can see it. See?
I like the hairstyle change that happens here.
That guy's got an awesome mustache.
Respect. Respect.
Now these two guys, oh, what a trip. You know what?
What
There you go. I just thought of that. Maybe it's because I had him sign the jacket. That's my favorite thing from this whole series is this movie. The second one is the
I have
jacket.
to think what my favorite thing is. Like, I have a lot of the promotional stuff, and I love that stuff. So I don't know. what
That's
I
a
would
good
pick.
point, Brett. I have that jacket still. I love that thing.
Honestly, well, with H2, I have 2 original H2 prints. That's right. I have a 260 millimeter Halloween 2 prints.
Yeah, you got some more unique stuff.
I got a French version and a UK release. Don't let him put me to sleep. Stop touching me, you perv.
He's everybody's favorite horny bastard. Love him.
Oh, you have the promo. I think I have one of them somewhere with the counter in it. You know what? I'm surprised somebody hasn't come out with that, like a Haddonfield cop jacket. You know?
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be
surprised.
awesome.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
That'd be cool.
I mean, especially with the way they're just whoring Halloween 2 onto everything that stands still.
You know, it's funny. You think about how the movies like Jamie Lee Curtis, no wig, wig, no wig, 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 wig.
Now this is little dude from The Fog, right?
This is the kid
Yes.
from The Fog, yeah.
I forgot his name. It's gonna bug me.
Andy.
Ty Mitchell.
Ty Mitchell.
Ty Mitchell.
It was Andy in The Fog, though.
He's on my poster.
Mrs. Cobritz.
Look at that empty ass parking lot.
And no, listen to the siren on the ambulance and the cops. They're all the same, and they all stop at the same time.
Hey, did you say
Listen to the whole
MTS
movie.
parking
It's all the
lot?
same.
That's my initials, MTS.
That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, got a Garbs. Good shit. Yeah,
Come on,
that's
let's
one
get
thing I
this-
missed the boat on. I didn't get the freaking Halloween 2 jacket. I could kick myself in the ass for that one. I kept saying I was going to get it, then they were sold out.
Well, I got one if you want one, my friend.
You have super fat?
We need to get a Dr. Mixter jacket, like the White Doctor's jacket. There we go. Where he's freaking like shit faced.
I'm confused. Snooch to the booch. I'm completely confused.
Is that really Jason Mewes?
So is it implied that he ate like some razor blade candy or some shit?
Yeah, and
Yes.
believe me, if you know, I don't know how it is around you guys, but if a little kid walked into a hospital, a razor blade in his mouth, they would take his ass right inside. They wouldn't say that. Oh yeah, go wait over here.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
Not in this one. There's only 4 people in the entire hospital.
And the doctor's drunk.
And of course, what's so weird, right, is the extra footage after this here where they undress her.
Where they
part of the
undress her.
movie footage.
Yeah, they start to take her clothes off, and they're standing there, and they're like, "You two out."
Wait, they undress her?
Yeah, the alternate
Oh,
footage
yeah.
from the TV
Take her shirt Yeah.
footage.
What do they show? Nothing? Anything?
Nah, they showed her bra,
They showed a bra?
just in a
Bra.
bra. She
Hey,
showed her
that's kind of hot.
She didn't show her tots until Trading Places.
I was almost going to call her Gloria Gaynor, but that's Gloria Gifford.
Gloria Gaynor.
First, I was afraid. I was petrified. But you know what, though? What she did around this, we talked about this. She was one of the hookers in the police station in 48 hours.
48 hours.
48 hours.
Yeah.
You want to just hop on the counter? No, we'll go into that room over there.
Yeah, I just said we can go right in this room over here.
One scene for her, arguably. Well,
Oh, she got a goober in her nose. You know what I'll never understand about this movie,
The
and maybe you guys
car.
can help me out?
I didn't see the car.
Why does he rip on Dr. Loomis for, quote, letting him out?
I don't know. I never understood that either.
I don't get that.
Which one was the car, Colin? I don't remember that one. Do you remember that, Brett?
oh, the car. Yeah, they just had it at the Music Box Theater, which plays a lot of retro stuff in Chicago. It's in the 70s. I saw it a long time ago. It's a cult classic. Yeah.
Is it a
Why
horror
reload
movie?
your gun? You clearly don't
Yeah.
accomplish your goals with that
That
thing.
one passed by me. I have to look that one up.
I just like when Loomis here, huh? He's like, "Huh?"
Well, I'm growing this in thicker because and then I'm going to start working on the sides to get the Loomis goatee going.
Would you put that thing away?
And I'm gonna try to lose like 20 pounds. You know, one thing I was looking at pictures of him to try to get it, and I'm like, slow down, look out.
You're gonna do your own take of Loomis though, with the cigar in his mouth, your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's carrying a trick-or-treating fucking bag.
What I did notice when you see certain shots of Dr. Loomis, he looks like the elf in the one Christmas special. What the fuck was it? With Kirby, who wanted to be a dentist. Was it Rudolph when Rudolph ran away? Remember Kirby? He wanted to be the dentist, the stop motion one.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh,
He looked like the head elf. Well, here's another gaff right here where look, Ben Tramer's leaning forward, and then he's gonna be sitting up in 2 seconds. Yeah, the one like elf. Look at him. He looks just like Dr. Loomis. Doesn't he? Am I right? Or is it just me? Doesn't he?
him or not?
Him or not?
Did you not watch it, Michael? So you haven't seen the TV stuff because then he screams back, "I don't know."
I don't know.
No, apparently I haven't. None of that sounds familiar to me. It's wild.
And the other
There's a-
alternate take of this, remember?
Because he
Hunt?
screams a little bit different.
He's like, what was happening? And the funny thing is, all the alternate footage has this blue tinge to it. So you always know it's a different scene. I don't know where that came from.
There's some cool stuff, but the way they edited for TV is just horrible.
Yeah, it didn't bode well.
Oh, yeah.
3 people are dead tonight.
3 people are
Jeez.
dead tonight. This guy's just waiting patiently to get it on.
That's it. He's
And
our
as
hero.
We've talked before. She is aging beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes, sir. Ana Alicia,
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Dear Diary.
Lance Guest looks like he's enjoyed life when we saw him.
Dear diary. Dear penthouse.
And now, Deep Thoughts by
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
Do you like my button shirt under my button shirt?
Look at him. It's just gonna touch her hand, start sucking on her fingers.
That's right.
Colin's like, yeah, I think Stevie Wonder done the TV edit.
You know, it's weird. Every girl I tried to wake up like that with my fingers, like just doing that, they just like, what the fuck are you doing? This one's just super happy. She's all drugged up though.
Give me my wife's.
I'm
laying
just
there. If
gonna
I go to
check
put my
your
arm on my
pulse
wife's
your
arm.
ankle.
Middle of the night, if I just go to put my arm on my wife's arm, dude, I just get like a right hand. Whoosh.
Did you literally just check her pulse by her ankle?
No, I think she was just checking it. I don't think she was checking her pulse.
Do we know if they ever filmed her dying? Nurse or Gloria Gifford?
I don't think so. I don't remember ever hearing that they did. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Here he is. Dana Carvey in the background.
There's Garth.
There's Garth.
Man, I wish that house still looked like that.
Yeah, I know. Why would you change that?
Little did he know he's in a movie about Michael Myers and he's gonna be working with a Mike Myers.
Good
Well,
point.
Well, did you guys ever read the novelization of H2?
With this reporter dying, I believe, right,
The
Patrick?
reporter actually gets killed in it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And like Dana Carvey has a little bit, well, not him specifically, but his character has more of a part in it. But yeah, she gets killed.
And don't people say you can see her breathing here?
Yeah, you can see her heartbeat in her neck. Right?
Well, that was it. Hold on. Annie Bowers gets wheeled out of the house. Her father closes his eyes. Her lids blink. And then...
Oh, yeah.
when
They do.
Dead bodies roll down the stretcher. Dad pulls the sheet back, revealing her slit throat. After a brief cut to him, when it cuts back to Annie, the sheet's covering her throat again.
Imagine these parents coming home with like cops all over the place. Just like, what the hell?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I think she was reading the chart.
Is that Marty McFly in the background?
Where?
Right under his chin. What are you waiting for? A flood?
Maybe it is Marty. Maybe he turned it back to October 31st, 1978. And we didn't
Kid
realize
thinks
it.
he's gonna drown. Would you jump ship?
And this
Thank
is
you.
see why she's standing there. She's listening to what they were talking about. And when and then what happens is the shape hides out in her car, sort of like H4. and she goes to the hospital, and and Michael kills her. That's how he gets to the hospital. He
That's
doesn't
how he
walk
gets to
there.
the hospital instead of
And-
walking.
Oh, that sounds like so much more fun than just walking by a kid with a boombox.
That's how it happens in the novelization.
You know, you think about this too. So, did you ever hear that many people ever talk about how Hunt really gave him the lighter?
It did look like Rusty from Vacation.
Ah,
Dad, I think he's going to pork her. No, Russ, he's not going to pork her.
oh my God. One of my most hated characters, as we talked a couple weeks ago. You guys let me vent about that one.
Boombox Boy.
Bitch can't figure out how to get away, ride somehow.
And that's Dick Warlock's son, right?
It's
Lance,
Lance Warlock. Yeah.
He's wearing a Canadian tuxedo, I see.
You know, this broad needed to get rid of that turtleneck. What the hell?
Man, you just know this is going to be some good tubes. They look great in a shirt.
Good tubes.
She was something else in this movie. And she's aging well for her age too, really. When you think about it.
She's looking good too, man. It must have been something about this film. They're all aging well from this film.
I know I did.
Can't you ask Eddie Lee? He's in Russellville, bitch.
Fuck that guy.
And hey, and it was this a little callback from in Halloween Ends, Michael's favorite movie. So
Oh, no doubt.
Last time I go to a party at Stevie Mathis' house, and that was Dr. Mathis in Halloween Ends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who gives a fuck?
And one of those places is the bar from Halloween 3, right?
Yeah. Look at the Datsun.
Oh, the Datsun truck. Yeah, look at that. I wonder, wouldn't it be cool if they had an outtake where he took the boombox and started...
Or just change the station.
Or he takes like a pumpkin from like the front here and smashes it on the ground.
Like if he was walking and like Stairway to Heaven was playing and he stopped him and changed the station and went...
Or he just runs past these women grabbing ass.
No Stairway. Playing grab ass with them?
Well, look at Trick or Treat Studios. So smart with the sign here, right?
Yes, got plenty of those at the shop too. Anybody needs one.
Ball.
Now, there's these people like walking behind him. What do you think this is all about? Look at this.
I know, just walking by this guy, and it's like, dude, he's got to be covered in blood, looking freaky as hell.
Yeah. Can you buy us some alcohol? You imagine
Are you 21? No, I'm 23, according to the credits. This was
Wait, she works there. She's not a visitor.
She parking the visitor spot?
That's what it said.
Oh,
Visitor
yeah, look at
parking
that.
only on the sign. Look.
She parks just like Loomis.
Oh, yeah. The handicap spot.
Yeah, he took the handicap spot. That's a great shot.
Yeah, it looks like somebody kicked the shit out of him. Well, he got shot out of the window.
Looks like a goddamn homecoming.
Can we just agree he was shot 6.5 times?
And stabbed in the face.
Oh, another fucking douchebag again. Come on, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we called a payphone back in the day. It was wild. You put a quarter in and you could make a phone call.
Oh, one of my more favorite kinky things here. Remember when she comes in and they just do that little finger thing? Ugh.
I get the edginess, but is dude smoking a chubby right there in the break room of a hospital?
You used to be able to smoke in hospitals. I remember going.
No,
there
a
as
chubby.
kid.
That dude's got a fucking roach.
Well, that's
And chubby Sergeant Slaughter isn't watching the cameras here. Sorry. He only
Reminds
got
me
age
of that
25. He
that
hasn't
guard
done-
in Terminator 2.
Oh, with the twin right there.
Yeah.
He's
I got a full house.
that's Felix Unger's cousin, Super Fat from The Odd Couple.
Really?
Yeah.
Remember there's twins in Gremlins 2? It's that same guy. They play
Yes.
the scientists. That's the same guy from Terminator 2 with the twins.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Cliff Emick. He's been in a lot of shit.
He's patiently waiting for his woman to show up.
Julie's full of shit.
He easily had the best part of the movie, right? He did.
Oh, he was the best. And that's how he signed my picture. Hey, Pat, sorry, I guess I just fuck up all the time.
He wrote that? No shit.
Yeah, we spent some time talking to him. It was pretty cool. He's an East Coast guy though, so that probably was a easy travel for him.
Well, because he was signing Brett's, and he was like, should I put like ... and he was signing mine. I said, look, my kids are older, man. Go ahead, run with it. So he's like, okay. He put
Yeah, because I got the ... on my poster. Amazing Grace, come sit on my ...
No, he's just like, I said, Mike, like I said, my kids are older. I said, let it ride.
You know what is amazing about her in that Pamela Susan Shoop? Like, there's styles, 70s and 80s, right? But she could look the same way for the last 40 years, and it wouldn't make a difference.
Oh man, she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, he kept on saying, when did he stop? Come sit on my face? No, I forgot where he said. No, Amazing Grace. I got to look it up.
Listen, old bud.
Well, see, like a lot of these actors were close with Rick Rosenthal, so I think there was the actors worked, it seemed like they stayed in touch a bit more or a bit closer with one another.
You gotta hand it to the cameraman. He had to do the Michael Myers walk too, it seems like.
Yeah, and that Panaglide, right? Just, oof.
And the one thing that was weird too about this movie too, especially what you see in the TV cut, is you actually see the power going out. Because remember how dark it gets here with no explanation?
That's right.
But in the TV cut, you see the power go out and the generator kicks on, and they were like, "You, what the fuck?" But here it just goes dark with no explanation.
Hey, baby.
Hey, babe. I see you have babies. I have babies too.
You were late again tonight.
The funny thing is, this hospital has 3 patients and like 10 babies.
He almost like steps right into her there.
I know. I always love this shot of him in the background. No, that's awesome. That's just great shit.
Yes, that's great. That's classic.
This is what is missing from a lot of the newer movies, like that lurking, that like playing, like where he's
yes.
That's what's missing, man. That's what I loved about the first 2 movies. That's just because you're always looking for him. Like, is he there? You know, it's just just missed that shit.
That always drove me nuts that he turned his head and started walking away, and then like 2 seconds later, the cameraman turns his head and starts walking away.
Yeah, they didn't time it too well. Yeah, it's Colin. Great shot. This is just good shit. I always wanted Jimmy to come back with a Pepsi just to piss her off because he said a Coke.
Get the fuck out of here.
Jimmy, seriously, you're stalking me and you couldn't bring me a fucking Coke? You brought me a Pepsi? All I wanted was a Pepsi, and she wouldn't give it to me. Just a Pepsi.
Just give me some candy.
Well, back in 81, that would have been a tab.
Oh, a tab, yeah.
Hey, well,
or give me a Pepsi free.
Or see if you recognize this brand. Hey, how about a Fresca?
Oh, Fresca. Total Judge Smales.
Judge Smales. How about a Fresca?
He sure is handsy.
Oh, you guys would probably appreciate it. You know, it's another cool piece that I really like is that Death Walls, where Michael's got the nurse hat on that LP. I love that. That's a cool one.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a nice job. I wasn't so thrilled with the H3 because it's just kind of like a blurry mess. They didn't do anything real nice on that one. Only good thing was that you got that extra flexi disc of the Silver Shamrock theme.
You see how Jimmy just like walked away there, tried to run away, had his hands like, ah!
All I wanted was a Pepsi, and she wouldn't give it to me.
Boy, did she get hefty.
Yeah.
But she has the.
It happens as you get older. Come on, I'm not at my fighting weight anymore either. It happens.
She's got the cleanest handwriting, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, it made me think of like hers kind of, well, no, she slows it down. It's like almost made me think of Danielle Harris's at first. But Danielle Harris's you can't read as much as hers.
No, hers looks like a death metal band logo.
You know, it's got a signature like that, but it's kind of brief as Christina Ricci, too. Hers is just like a C.
And it's like I was reliving Halloween too, you know, because you guys know and other people might not know how my wife was in the hospital for 2 weeks. But like I was leaving every night when it was dark and I'm walking past the emergency room and I'm like, the lighting is the same. And I'm looking around the parking lot. There was like a red light by the emergency. I'm like, I'm just waiting for freaking Michael to come around the corner. And I'm like, this is my life now. I'm imagining Halloween 2 at the hospital.
How times have changed, man. When I was a kid, that scared the shit out of me that Michael Myers could be in the room next door or lurking somewhere. But now I'm kind of excited. Like I'd ask for him to sign something.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't realize you could see the projector on my. Oh, well, no biggie.
You can see it where?
It's right there.
Yeah, a big Suicidal fan. Back from my skater days. And then they got a lot heavier, but I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Love suicidal tendencies.
Right above Rocky. Now, this is one of the few settings when you go to that, where that hospital used to be. This looks pretty much one of the only areas that looks the same as the dock.
Have you been?
I haven't. No, I just, you know, the Horrors Hollow grounds and a couple other people have shot videos there.
Where was this hospital? It's torn down now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's no. Well, I think it was partially torn down. It's like office buildings of some sort.
Something like that. Yeah, I thought it was torn down.
What state is it in? California?
It's somewhere in Southern California.
Yeah, it's in Southern California. Officer Dumpty.
Yeah, I think he only did, unless he did the other ones, he only did age 25.
For Femix, he's up there. He's got to be in his, you know,
Late 80s.
Late 80s. He's been around a minute, that guy. Well, he's still around, as far as I know.
Could have replaced Jeff Garlin on the Goldbergs.
Who two hands a flashlight?
You can do it.
It's like it's Janet.
Janet. Damn it, Janet. Oh, wrong movie. And this whole scene here is completely ass backwards in the TV cut.
Yeah.
Completely ass backwards.
What happens?
They show they see Michael walk through it like an open door, and then it's all the scenes of him when at the end, like when Laurie's chasing him, when he's chasing Laurie rather, you know, when she climbs through that window and falls, but right before she gets into the elevator, that whole scene of him walking, they show that as if he's walking towards him.
Yeah, there's one side view, like Pat's saying, where the music dun dun dun, and he opens the door to go see where Mr. Garrett's at.
Yeah, then they pan to him walking, which is the same footage of him chasing after Laurie, and he's turning corners, and then it's coming towards him. I remember when I first watched it, I'm like, did I hit fast forward or something? What happened? See, I always thought this would have been a good shot, like where she's looking at the thing and those doors in the back and he was in the doors. I always thought that would have been cool. Because you have those two doors with two windows. How cool would it be if he was standing there looking at her?
Yeah. At least at one spot and then goes back. Yeah.
It would have been creepy as hell.
Yeah, but then he'd have to teleport to take care of this scene.
Well, I would have preferred him going after her, and then he could have went after him. Come on, he's everywhere. Come on.
That's true. That's true.
It's the magic of movies.
I saw the cleanser on the table there in the background. Made me think of Terrifier 2 again.
Put the salt in the bleach.
For some reason, I don't see Michael Myers putting the lock back on.
God, I'm so glad you guys watched that movie.
Me too.
I didn't cancel it yet. I actually might watch it one more time before I cancel Screenbox just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, isn't it right here? I think where they show that view of him going
This
in.
yeah, because like as he's turning, all here is it just dun. You start hearing that, and he walks through that door, and then that's when they start seeing him walk down the hallways like he was chasing Laurie, but he's coming after him.
That would be cool to at least show him opening the door. Do that one spot. I don't that spot doesn't hurt anything.
The freeze frame shots of Myers on TV, yeah, they are. They're hysterical. The way they just put him in random places. It's like I don't know the guy. They must have said it. They're in the cutting room. Okay, we have to do this for TV. You ready? Let's do it. And they're like, do a cut here.
All right, stop. Hammer time.
Do you love how like Michael's like turned to the side and then turns like right when that door? He's like, "Oh, I'm here."
That does make it cooler, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
He just
I got to take a whiz.
waiting for him to do like a Michael Jackson. He turned like.
And this is our guy Jeffrey Combs, right? No.
Mm-mm.
What the guy from Jaws? Why am I thinking not Jeffrey Combs, not Reanimator?
I can't. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
If I badly botched that, and I'm sorry.
That's okay. I could take hours.
Take hours. Jeffrey Kramer. That's right.
That's Jeffrey Kramer. Yep. There's an alternate scene of this too. Alternate take that's in the TV version.
I did not realize that's the motorist guy from Clue, Jeffrey Kramer.
Yes, I forgot about that.
One of them appears to be my old boss from.
I love that movie.
Little
One of my
connection
favorite
to
movies.
Deborah Hill there in those movies.
There was a post. I had heard they were doing a reboot of that.
Yeah, I thought Ryan Reynolds was a part of it.
And here's a little goof too, because
Enough. Where's the?
look at the front of the
Shutter,
house. The front of the house is 704, but it's been eternally known as 45 Lambkin Lane.
And that, whatchamacallit, doesn't seem to be in the way of the window anymore.
Look at that guy in the white shirt.
Oh, wasn't I
partying
even
and
notice that?
dancing.
The gutters,
The gutter wasn't there, huh?
it doesn't seem to be in the way of the window like it was in their other movie.
Did you see half of those people? Like some of them are dancing, some of them are throwing. That's so weird. Never caught
And that dude just standing there.
No, the gutter's hanging. You can see it. There it is. Maybe
Yeah,
listening to-
Colin. Yeah, glad you got that. That's cool. Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that's like my new favorite movie now is Terrifier 2. That's
Terrifier
such-
2, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's such fun.
Oh, it's a blast. I strongly suggest you take an edible and watch Terrifier 2.
Oh, he watched it. Yeah,
Yeah, I might have to look for that. Like if they did the double feature, I wouldn't mind buying the double feature, especially if they have some cool behind the scenes shit.
there he is. He gave him the lighter. It's a big thing here, right?
Yeah.
Does it look like his cigarette's bent like at the filter?
It does. Yes, it does.
Yeah, get a badass green Warren County jacket. Yeah.
That'd be great to have.
Is it identifiable enough with the general population, though?
No, fright rags though. Why not? You would maybe add a Haddonfield, some sort of Haddonfield patch or something too, I guess.
I'm in. The more the merrier. That's what I say.
This guy was good in it too.
Yeah, Amazon UK's got a lot of cool shit, Colin. I get a lot of stuff from there. So they don't have here in the
We
States.
had to get that book. Remember that last making of Halloween book? That was thanks to Colin. He gave the tip on that.
Yeah, that's where I saw it when he posted it. When is that coming out?
I figured that would be out by now. Speaking of Rusty, this guy could be a Rusty. Look at that guy.
Big time. He so could be rusty.
He had this stupid mask on. You have a whole bunch of other people in bathrooms.
Hey, at least they weren't standing there with an iron.
Maybe we should check his dental records.
Come on.
I wonder if that deputy's still alive.
Oh,
See?
man.
You see how the lights are all out, and now they have on the emergency lights. You never see the power go out. You do see it in the TV cut, though.
I'll bet you see God.
You know what? And nurses
Nice
don't even
ass.
nurses don't even dress. And look, I was like I said, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Nurses don't dress like this anymore.
Dude, I wouldn't want to leave the hospital.
Says October of 2023 for the bug. Oh, I hope that's a mistake. I wish I had. Snip. He played this part so well.
He's so good. Yeah. You know what's funny? He's pretty much that guy. You get the impression that's him.
He wasn't acting. That's the way he is in person. He was just so much fun.
I caught him
the
analyze this
butthead.
a couple weeks ago on TV. He's got a
You
pretty
did
big
what?
part in that.
What movie?
Analyze this. The Billy
Oh.
Crystal and Robert De Niro film.
That's right. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a minute.
All this Michael Myers crap.
I mean, what hospital is this going on in? It wasn't that the one I was at with my wife, because none of that shit was happening. Come on, take her. Daddy, I think he's going to pork her.
What? She was like dating Bucky. Ditch Bucky, come with me.
I can't. My boyfriend Bucky won't let me.
That's a perfect twist. You
I
know,
don't know,
Bucky
just-
was slaying ass. You know
Just gotta
that.
throw the improv out there periodically.
Bucky pulls more tail than a slow kid at a petting zoo.
And you never saw the TV cut of this, Michael?
I really haven't. You guys are
This-
talking about it, and I'm sitting here going, "What the fuck are you talking about? That's crazy."
And
No,
this whole
sure.
this whole scene here, where she flashes back and she sees Michael, she talks to him in the TV cut. Remember, she's like, "Michael, don't hurt me."
So it's a couple weeks late, that book. Okay. I see.
Adam Gunn, it's kind of creepy. He looks exactly like that still to this day. Could you twist your head a little slower? Your wig shifted.
You're putting me to sleep.
She's like, "I'm still waiting for that fucking Coke."
Oh man!
Ooh, guys. Oh,
And now
here we
the
go.
2 stars of the film.
the 2 stars. How come they weren't in the credits?
She didn't name it. She should have. They would have put it in there. Left titty, played by Jessica.
It was a front one.
And Leo Rossi's hairy ass played by Leo Rossi.
These are just perfect. I'm just gonna say.
I just let us pause on this occasion. I'm gonna get out of my chair and I'm gonna genuflect.
The only thing that ruins it right now, and I don't hear the door come in the basement. Okay, good so far. Yes.
Do you get that too? Every time something like this happens, the wife calls or shows up in the room.
Oh, it's Periodically, yeah.
Always. I'm like, seriously?
Oh man.
And,
I bet
and
you when
then
you watch the VHS, it starts to like crinkle right there at that moment from all the when you do that rewinding and pausing in that same spot. You remember that?
I love it. She said, it's cold in here. It's cold in here. You don't say. Now it's hot.
I think I did ask my wife once, don't those things look perfect? It's like, why would you ask me that?
You're just being open and honest and wanting to share with your partner. What's so wrong about that?
Share your feelings with the group.
I'm not afraid to say it. My wife's gifted at that department, so it's fine. Come on.
Those are perfect. They're not the bareliolas where the skin bleeds into the nip a little too much. They don't look like hairiolas where there's hair around them.
Yeah, and those don't look like they're
Who the hell
below
have
your
you been
waist
dating
nowadays?
Oh man.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah, dog tags on, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know how this fucking thing works.
Oh, there she is. Look at that. Oh, God.
What a
Bravo.
tease.
Thank you.
What
Good
a
night.
tease.
Good night.
That towel must be kind of orgasmic. She seemed very happy about that towel.
And
Sean
that's
Clark.
how
Sean Clark does he have that? Does he have the towel in his collection?
That towel with Leo Rossi stayed on pretty well when he was just getting killed.
Yeah, right.
Now, don't you think his hands would be atrocious?
Well, not even, and then she's biting on. But the thing is, like, she's grabbing him, and like he's got long sleeves on. Like you were touching his sleeves. It's like, did dawn on you that, like, okay, the guy who was just naked has long sleeves on?
Yeah, but she's probably not on heightened alert that it'd be somebody else.
I don't think she could really tell right now. Maybe she can right there on the edge, but
I talked to Dick Warlock about this when I was a kid. I said that's the greatest. He talks about how shy she is and how he didn't actually see anything.
Oh, what a jip.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Wow, your hand smells like ass.
Oh, she just touched them there, yeah.
And this is one of the best covers ever. That was it. Starburst magazine with her on the cover. With the
Yes. You have that one?
Yep.
I don't.
Anybody who needs it, I got one.
This is a brutal scene. Just.
I guess Michael Myers' skin is a little different than the average skin because his hand seems to be okay.
His hand's okay. Nice tots.
At least they didn't fuck with those boobs there.
Shame. Fucking shame.
In here. Yeah, this guy, Mr. Garage, could have casted for the Terminator 2 scene, right?
Sister. Is that it? Damn it. And of course, the cardinal sin, he pronounces it completely incorrectly. Absolutely wrong. It's Samhain. And those that have read the novelization of Halloween 1 will know that the reason Michael is the way he is because of that.
Because he pronounced it wrong?
Yeah, it's not. It's Celtic. It's pronounced Samhain.
What is that guy's face all about? He's going for a fucking award. He's totally into his part.
He's like one of those cuckoo clocks.
I wonder where this guy in the background is cleaning the floor. See if he's still alive.
I wonder if the guy in the back that's cleaning the floor is going to be the H-45.
That or that buff machine.
Actually, good news. He'll be signing next Friday at Michael's Horror and Pinball.
I don't recognize you. I was the guy in the back buffing the floors.
That one spot, he's really doing a good job on that spot.
He's a fucking usher at your wedding.
But he was driving a Zamboni.
A lot of cigarettes in this movie. But that's more popular back then, right?
It makes it more realistic, I think. Don't you?
And that Dr. Rogers played a big part in one. Do you remember the one treatment in Taking Shape Part 2? Was it Halloween Asylum?
Yeah, I remember there being a.
And that Dr. Rogers was really the one that took care of Michael. It wasn't Loomis.
I started the audiobook today when I was between training sessions with work.
And Michael, go back and watch the TV cut, because you know what he does? He actually shows up. He shows up with a fucking Coke in the TV cut.
He shows up with some Coke. What'd you say?
He dices up a couple of lines, does them off with boobs. No, he actually shows up with a can of Coke in the TV cut.
Oh, and it's the other scene too, Patrick. Remember where it's like Michael Myers just died. He died because it was the Ben Tramer. Remember?
Right.
Like he's trying to get her all like
and she's like,
about that.
Yeah, she's like, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's not dead. He's not
That's
dead.
when the power flickers. That's right.
That's when the power goes out. Yep. So everybody's like, well, why did he ever bring her that Coke? I go, watch the TV cut. He actually brought her the can of Coke.
By leaving her catatonic in a closet?
Yeah. I think he bought for Loomis's head too. Yeah, that thing is shiny. Dr. Mixter? I think I have something on my list here for this scene. Hold on.
Dr. Mixter, if he wasn't dead, he
so
was passed
when
out.
Janet spins the dead Dr. Mixter's chair around, you can see his right hand flinching.
Ooh,
all right, let's all watch.
Let's go to the videotape.
Roll that tape.
That's a New York thing, I guess. Let's go to the videotape.
And stepping up is Dr. Mixter. Oh, sorry, that was yesterday.
With the play-by-play, I was looking over to see if Brett was dressed like he was yesterday.
Dude, I was tired. I apologize about yesterday. I was hurting.
No, that was great.
Oh, we had a good time.
Let's see. Watch his hand flinch.
He's in his
all right.
fucking PJs. I didn't see it.
It was very subtle. It wasn't that big. It was very subtle.
This is so good here, but this is brutal too.
Oh, this is such a great scene. God bless Dean Cundy.
Those aren't pillows. It's funny. It looks like Dr. Mixer's looking at it as it's happening.
Yeah, it's like he's watching it happen.
Sorry, I had to. I don't know what happens to a mast when it falls down, when you just take a dive and land on your back from a one-story fall. Do you guys really buy the concept that a mast can deteriorate like that in like that amount of time just because somebody kept it under their bed and smoked cigarettes in the house?
No, I mean, maybe if it was under my parents' bed, I could see that. Because they were both 3 like pack a day chain smokers. I could see that, but I don't know.
Maybe the yellowing, but like the lips being all fucked up and the eyes being all off.
It's just a different shape of their head. Now, people have always asked me for years, like, Pat, you're such a great, Halloween fanatic. Why don't you ever dress up like Myers? Well, first of all, my head is round. It wouldn't work. and my body's round. It's like Frosty the Snowman in a fucking, Michael Myers outfit. I said it all depends on your body build.
You could be Dick Warlock from the neck up and fucking George Wilbur from the neck down.
That's it.
Easy cash.
I'll be Pat Wilbur. This is a great scene.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
And in the TV cut, it's a little bit different. Because after he stabs it and he realizes she's not there, he gets all pissed and starts throwing the fucking pillows and shit. Yeah, you gotta go watch the TV cut. It's got a lot of different cool scenes in it. I mean, it was cool the way Dick Warlock played this. A little bit too robotic. That was my problem. But you know what? It add an eeriness to it.
Yeah, and when this came out, people weren't so judgmental as they are now.
Well, I said this, I think I did it on one of the when I was doing the 40th anniversary retrospective on my channel for Halloween 3. So you guys got to understand, like, everybody's like, oh, Halloween 3, this. It wasn't as big a deal as you guys think. Halloween was not as big as you think it was. It was big because it was popular, but it wasn't like it is now. 1982, Halloween was like, yeah, it was just another sequel. It wasn't like this big blockbuster fucking, it's not like it is now, where there's so many people that are so divisive and there's this huge fandom that follows it like a bunch of jackasses like the three of us right here. So it wasn't this earth-shattering thing that Michael Myers wasn't there.
Well, that's a classic case of people not respecting the times, like you thinking Psycho 2 was better than Psycho 1.
Oh, bite your tongue. I didn't necessarily say it was better. It's I enjoy it more, so I think it's slightly a little bit above. Oh, there he is, Alfred E. You got to bring him out every time. Did you ever see the movie 1941?
No, I haven't seen that one.
John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd. Shit. What the hell was the guy from Animal House? Eric Stratton. I'm forgetting his name. Go back and watch that. But there's a guy, he's got like a ventriloquist, and he's got this little dummy that he just keeps popping up in the screen every so often. He reminds me, every time we do it, reminds me of him. Go watch 1941. You'll enjoy it.
I kind of miss phones like that. And I don't remember the transition from having those kind of phones to having cell phones.
Oh, I do. Oh, my God. Shit, my parents' house, we sold my parents' house probably 6-7 years ago before my mother went to assisted living. And she still had one of those. She had a couple of those damn phones still in the house.
I have one for nostalgia reasons with the Jolly Time popcorn can.
Right. But my parents, my mother had that original phone line for, Jesus, to the day we sold that house. So that phone line was there for about 45 years. Where you going to look? So the Loomis costume, does it have the thing with the big collars and everything?
It's got the it's got a good trench coat with it. It's got the brown
cheesy,
vest.
is it? It's not really cheesy, right? It kind of looks good.
No, it looks good.
Right,
yeah, you'd be surprised.
Because I'm gonna try to drop about 25-30 pounds so I look a little bit better, and I'm gonna start working on the thing, and I'm gonna be Loomis. That'll be my cosplay. It's a 4-hour drive. If you don't find him, I'm sure I will. And another one right here. She's aging very, very well too. All these must have been something in the air about this movie. That all the women in this movie aged very, very well. And as far as I know, they're all still around. Because if you sit and think about this movie, who's not with us any longer? You have Dr. Mixture. He's gone. Who else? That might be it. Who else? I'm trying to think. That's a good question. Who
Even
this-
the dentist, I met him at the age 40 convention.
He's still around. Dick's still around. All the nurses are still around. Gloria Gifford's still around. That's aside from Dr. Mixter, Ford Rainey. Who else is deceased? Mr.
Who's
Garrett's
Ford
still
Raimi
around.
again?
Ford Rainey's Dr. Mixter.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of who else is not around from this film. Charles Cyphers is still around. Oh, duh, the biggest one. What am I fucking stupid? Dr. Donald Pleasance, of course.
Right.
So besides Donald Pleasance, Dr. Mixter, who else is not around? Is Robert Mundy still around? Yeah, Donald. Yeah, Colin got it right there. He's like, Donald. Yeah, I'm like the most obvious one. I'm like, who's not around? I'm like, of course, Donald Pleasance. There's Jill, and she still looks good. She still looks. They all do. I'm telling you, man, it must have been something in the water when they filmed this.
Yeah. She fine.
I have to look up that the guy. What the hell was the guy's name that played Robert Mundy, the TV guy? He might not be around. I think he might have expired. I could be wrong though.
I'm sure the what's her name? I don't know her name or the character name that was talking about mayo or mustard on the sandwich.
Yeah, the Elrods, they're definitely gone. That I know. Mr. and Mrs. Elrod have since expired. And she was in a lot of things too. If you look up her name, she was in a bunch of different things. Oh, here's
Did they
another one.
really have hospital rooms next to each other that said to go in here for major surgery, go in here for minor surgery?
Yeah, right. So Jimmy walks across. Hold on, let me see. There's some good ones here. Jimmy walks across a huge puddle of blood before finding Mrs. Alves dead on the stretcher. When he slips and is unconscious, you can't see any footprints, not even near the door where he came in. And then when he slips, he changes position between the side camera shot and the above camera shot. See, there's no footprints. So here he is on the side. It's a different position, slightly.
Yeah, no footprints.
And then later when he goes to the car, if you look at his shirt, he doesn't have any blood all over it.
Good point. Good point. I never thought of that.
This was something that I always irked me. Like, when did he have time to go out and flatten every tire in the fucking parking lot? Because apparently there's like 50 cars in the parking lot and like 6 people in the hospital.
He disconnected her battery.
Everywhere you look, flat tires everywhere. I'm sorry. I've seen flat tires everywhere. First thing I would be doing is going in the other direction. Looking for a phone booth. Because, yes, I'm saying phone booth because back then it was a phone booth.
It's like 30 degrees out.
Yeah, the temperature really did drop, man. It was like 80 degrees here today, and now it's like 45 degrees outside.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's why everybody gets sick all the time. Come on, Lori, let's do it. We need the chase. Need a surprise finger in the butt.
Ah.
And this is one of the best soundtracks. It really is. This was my number 2 when I did my top 5.
It's probably the
Number
most,
2.
He said number 2.
probably the most bass out of all the soundtracks, right? There's a lot of bass.
Oh, I forgot about that, Colin. Look at him. Jill was hot in the Wasp video for Love Machine, directed by Rick Rosenthal. I forgot about that.
Rick Rosenthal directed a Wasp video?
Yeah, and Nurse Jill was in it.
Well,
No
Donald was
shit.
hot too.
I forgot about that. What was that, Brett?
I was saying Donald was hot too.
Oh, here it is.
You got a joint? That's what she looks like.
Interesting that this is actually the first murder that she witnesses.
Yeah, you're right. This is true. This would be the first murder she sees.
She looks like a man right there.
It's pretty
It's a man, baby.
pretty effective how her vision's blurred from being drugged up.
That was a good touch. That was definitely a good touch. Yeah, like the whole like a lot of Dick Warlock always got a lot of flack for the robotic thing. While I love Nick Castle's movements, this is just so creepy. Like you just realize no matter how fast you're gonna run away from this guy, I'm still gonna get your ass.
Yeah, I like the suspense that comes from that.
Yeah, it's like dragging it out and just
It's effective as hell.
oh, big time.
It was a lot better before people were so much more judgmental when they watched movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just enjoy it for what it is.
That's why you really wish you had a little bit more of like that with how they did that with Kills with Lindsay when he was chasing after in that park.
Tell
area.
me,
That was
you
good. That was
guys
a good
don't every
sequence.
now and again walk down a flight of stairs and try not to look down like this scene. And you realize that's probably harder to do than it looks.
Oh, looking straight instead of looking down.
Yes, look straight instead of looking down and go down a flight of stairs. It'll fuck you up a little bit.
And this was like pretty much one of the last times where you saw Michael display, like like when you have a cat, outdoor cat would take an animal and display because it's a trophy for you to find. When he's got him hanging up here, like the whole sequence in Halloween where he's got Linda in the closet and Bob hanging upside down. It's like he's displaying his trophies. You don't really see that anymore. I miss that.
She missed getting any sliced up slices there, did she?
Yeah, she never did with that. Yeah, the whole sequence where he's trying to slash with the scalpel and that. Oh man, scalpel scare me.
It would have been funny seeing him fall out of that window, though.
You do hear it. You do hear it, but you don't see him. It would have been great to see him like, oh fuck, when he falls out of the window.
He's got a piece of glass in his hand.
See,
like,
she just turned because she heard him hit the fucking ground. I wish they would have showed that.
I never noticed that. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, you hear it in the background. That's why she turns because she hears it.
When did they break a bunch of beer bottles?
I'll tell you a story, Colin. This whole sequence, it's immense. I can tell you when I saw this when it came out opening weekend, people were. It was like that type of thing you'd see in the theaters, like you see in a movie when people are in a theater. Everybody's like, "Come on, run!" Everybody's like cheering around, like, "Come on!" It was that visceral. It was so great.
Nowadays, it's like, let's see the bitch
well.
get killed, right?
I do remember when Jimmy slipped, the whole friggin' theater broke out in hysterics and laughed.
I see we're braless.
That's like, because I thought more people were going to laugh at the part where the stepdad in Halloween Ends or that, or whatever, the Corey's dad or stepdad. I hope you find love. That was so funny. Sorry.
Man, I have done a great job of forgetting that fucking train wreck. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, you want to hear a good story? This happened today. I was going to tell you about it. So I actually did order a Halloween Ends poster to keep up with the collection.
Okay.
The final poster. And you know what? It was the wrong poster. It was Black Adam. So the guy's like, yeah, I'll ship you out one. You could keep Black Adam. I'm like, oh, geez, that poster. I looked up that poster. I was like, man, this is like a $50 poster right now.
Hey, there you go. Jackpot.
Hey, they could chop those trees down for Christmas. Right at the entrance.
No, at least for now, I'm standing my ground. I don't want no Halloween Ends posters at the shop.
There he is, turning that corner.
How effective is a siren in your back seat?
Only if I heard the police.
And where's the siren now?
Oh, it was Colin. It was friggin'. I think it's. You figure it's over 40 years ago, and I still remember it. Like, tell you, man, that whole scene. People.
Oh, it's still there. My bad.
Good shit.
Michael, you're making me think of Naked Gun with the siren. The siren is like the great character at the beginning.
And,
of those
and the siren, and they're driving through everywhere. They're driving through like a shower, like somebody, the
car
girl
wash.
taking a shower, the car wash.
Such a classic. I love those movies so
That
much.
would be a good way to take this and sort of supersede it. I have to see if I can figure that out, man. That'd be hysterical.
Nothing to see here. There's like fires and explosions.
What can you tell me about him? Oh,
See-
he's a white man, mustache, about
Conscious
6'2". That's an awfully big mustache.
He's got a nice mustache too. This guy.
Oh, whether what's your timestamp, guys? I'm curious if we're on the same page still. I think we are.
1:15. Well, no, I'm going to be different than you because I don't have
That's
the
right. Yeah, the
same start.
bullshit. I'm at
She's-
1:14:58.
That Strode girl. That's what she's just saying right now.
Yeah, so we're totally in sequence.
Huh?
And you know what? And Nancy Stevens, God bless her, she's still holding up pretty well.
Not her acting.
Yeah, I think I
This-
told you I had no idea she was a breast cancer
This
survivor.
is for Dr. Loomis. I did not know
This
that.
one's
God bless-
for
good for her.
Dr. Loomis.
Good for her. That's great.
Yeah, she should have said something like, "I wish Dr. Loomis was here for me to see, for you to see this," and maybe that would have sounded better.
And I will say, when I saw her, oh God, how many years ago was that one of the Monster Manias? And Rick Rosenthal rather, was sitting next to her, and I must have sat there for a good 25. It was like an intermission between like signings, and they were sitting there eating, and I felt bad, and I walked past, and I was chatting away with it, and they could have been nicer while they were eating, and I was chatting away with Rick. He was super cool. He was real down to earth.
Yeah, she had said like before he did age 40, like, yeah, that's not the convention thing's not his thing, but then he had a good time at age 40, supposedly. So, hey, there's our Daniel Don, right? Am I saying it right?
See, there's no blood on his shirt. He was just laying in a pool of blood.
And of all the cars she could have got in, well, how lucky she got into his.
She
Did
got
you
into like
see his white sleeves? He had blood all over that.
Well, the funny thing is, like, we're sitting there. I remember this, like, yeah, you figure this is 1981, and I'm in the theater, and I remember like getting in the car. Like, I remember sitting with my brother and his friends, and they were all like mechanics and like gearheads, and they're like, "Yeah, pick the car that's like a 35 Studebaker to try to get away in." Because like this like dirt old fucking car. I mean, for 1981, it was old as hell.
You know what he made me think of? Do you remember the Married with Children episode where Alex eats Kelly's home economics project, the rack of lamb? Do you remember that? When he's-
Yes. And the Jello's intact.
That's right.
Hey.
Remember that? You remember
Yeah.
that
Daniel
Green
Dan
Jell-O?
there's Daniel Dan from yesterday. What's up, man? He was hanging with us during the podcast yesterday.
Nice Adam's apple.
Yeah, so Collins, he's in stride with us.
He does look like 2018. The dad that got killed at the escape
Ray?
bus scene.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's true.
see, I try geographically here. He shows up on a completely other end of the spectrum, right? Or he would have to have gone around, right?
Well, no, because remember he turned the corner passing the Hatfield Memorial site, so he probably passed it. So he had to turn his car around to go back.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking about the shape, like where he last was at the elevator.
Oh yeah, obviously, I mean, going around hospitals, man, I can speak from experience. Recently, man, they were a fucking maze. So he must have had He must have had the little freaking cheat card or something. Because without signs and arrows everywhere, man, I got lost in that son of a bitch.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up, bitch.
Come on, me. Shut up.
I love it.
Nice ass.
Nice ass.
Like this is what I was walking out of the hospital, and I was like I said, I was just waiting to see Michael turn the corner when he turns the corner and it's red, because it was a red thing where they're like, oh, how cool would it be for somebody to just fucking turn? I'm like, I should just bring one of my masks and just do it one night and scare the fuck out of everybody.
I love this. Oh, this is. What do you guys think of him going through the glass? It's pretty cool, right?
Well, you just
Yeah,
woke
I
up.
think it's gnarly.
Oh, that's right. You're 6 hours ahead. That's right. Germany's 6 hours ahead from me. Damn.
Wow.
Good morning.
Hey, there's the Coke machine.
There's that freaking Coke. Like I said, go watch the TV cut. Jimmy keeps true to his word. He brings her that Coke back. You just don't see it in the theatrical cut. He kept it. He kept his word. Come on, Loomis. Shoot his ass.
Don't mind if I do.
That's cool as hell.
I just love how he falls to his knees and then just goes right back. And he's still holding on to that scalpel.
Hey, stop breathing.
Oh, he's not. Still breathing. Move.
What's the matter? You don't have a job anymore, he said.
What we got to lose? Accept my job. And I forgot the TV cut. He don't slit his throat. He just picks him up and just bounces him up and down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he like gives him a massage, remember? Or he fucking kicks him in the back.
Gives him like a reach around and then like pushes him down.
He's like, ugh.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Man, I gotta watch this.
Oh, we should just watch the TV cut one night.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta watch that.
It's weird that the credits are first with that version, too. There's no opening and then credits.
And the wild thing is, at the shop, I got two different versions of that, the TV version. Two different covers, probably not different movies. Who's drinking out of that drinking fountain?
Tell you, you know what? With the dark, with the power out in the hospital and the way things are dimly lit, it just looks, it is so creepy. And it's true because, like, even like I said, with my wife being in the hospital, and I would stay past like visiting hours, which is till 8 o'clock, and they started to dim the lights, and it was creepy, dark like that. That's what Nancy Loomis put on my picture when she signed it. She just put, Michael Myers, just get your ass over here. He's a hard ass. He doesn't even put his hand out to open the doors. He just walks through them. Take it. Take it. Take it.
They've been so effective for me. This will help.
Oh, and I forgot. I missed one. Dr. Loomis shoots out the passenger window of the marshal's car, but it seems to be intact in later scenes. And this is one here. When Michael bursts through the door at the hospital, Loomis fires his gun and Michael stabs him. He drops his gun on the floor, and it makes no sound when it hits the floor. Ooh. I did miss one now. And the scene where Marion is calling for help. The scene where Marion is calling for help on the police car's two-way radio, she speaks Marion Chambers with Dr. Loomis at the clinic. He's here. Right after that, the policeman on the other end of the radio starts to talk. However, Marion never lets go of the talk button on the radio's microphone until the middle of the policeman's response. Missed that one. She's a sharpshooter. Nobody knew that.
And that's quite the seller of a mask, right?
This film is why I don't like hospitals at night. I'm telling you, my wife is just in the hospital. It's still creepy at night.
It
It
is.
really is.
Too silent, too. Well, the problem is because we look at these movies quite a lot.
We're stalkers. He was brutal in part 6 and that whole sequence when
That's
he
one
fucks
of the-
everybody up.
That's one of the better looking Myers, too, in 6, too, in my opinion.
He was a little buoyant. He must have been eating a little bit, but
Oh,
he was
yeah.
definitely brutal. He was definitely brutal.
Yeah, George Wilbur had enough hot dogs between 4 and 6. So.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a reason why I wouldn't wear the costume either.
Even the Michael A. Lerner guy, he did good for the reshoot stuff.
He did. It's like the people that didn't do the whole movie were actually better. Get out now.
You know what? If they end up doing like a group photo op with all the Myers, it's worth it. It was just expensive. Well, we don't know. Dick Warlock probably, or not Dick Warlock. George Wilbur probably won't be doing any.
Now, depending on your version, when it blows up, you can see the walls move. Yep. Did you see it?
Yep.
You see this? You can actually see where the walls are moving.
And we're gonna.
And this is actually why they banned smoking in hospitals, I think.
And how many spacesuits do you ever see coming out of the fire?
So always said Michael put on a spacesuit.
I'm from planet Vulcan.
But I remember, like I said, watching this in the theater, and people were just, you put aside your disbelief of what you're watching. Everybody's like, dude, he's still fucking alive. Come on. Oh, here we go again with these fucking douchebags spamming everything. Come on, you fucking assholes. All you fucking die of anal cancer.
Ooh, God. I hope they take down your pants and make you bark like a dog.
It's like these fuck faces that go in and just spam shit. He's like, you don't have anything else better to do. I hope your fucking asshole eats you alive. So come on, huh?
I'll just see the deputies looking at all the cars. What's with all the flat tires?
Nobody questions all the flat tires.
Yeah, this is a train wreck compared to the first movie of Deaths, right? It's just. Yeah, there's Dana Carvey again.
There's Dana Carvey again.
There's a female Marty McFly there for Michael.
I see that.
Martha McFly.
Martha McFly.
Too bad that you didn't hear the reporter say 25 are dead tonight.
And the biggest thing right here, Michael, if you watch the TV version, Brett, what happens while they're in the ambulance?
That's right. Lance guessed. Jimmy lifts up like it's weird. He has like a sheet over him, right? He lifts up.
He has a sheet over him and he sits up like he does the castle sit up, and he's still alive.
We made it. We made it.
Oh man, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. No pun intended.
And then they hold hands.
Is it dark now?
Right behind to the left is where it happened there. Yep, where she was looking.
That is cool, though.
Actually,
now look through these credits. So, who have you met on all these credits, or who you have on your poster?
I'm the poster. Jamie Lee Curtis, Charles Cipher, Lance Guest, Pamela Susan Shoop, Dick Warlock, Leo Rossi, Tawny Moyer, Gloria Gifford, Anna Alicia, Nancy Stevens. I think Dana Carvey would be a cool one. I got Ty Mitchell, Nancy Loomis.
I have, as of right
Adam
now,
Gunn.
12 on my Halloween 2 poster. Look at Tony Moran is credited.
Yeah, he is actually. Yeah, age 23.
Hill Farnsworth. Who names their kid Hill?
I know. I have a customer that's got his name as Elmer. He's like 20 years old. I'm like, what the hell, Elmer?
He's 20 and his name's Elmer?
Yeah, I should probably say he's like 22. Yeah.
Is his last name Glue?
Piper. Elmer Piper. Oh God, Elmer, if you're there, I'm just you've heard it a million times. I heard so many people say that to you when they first met you.
And you see, Ray Stella was the Steadicam map operator in this movie.
Yeah, he's such a Stella.
Stellar work, Stella. Stellar
He did a
work,
stellar
Stella.
job.
Isn't that? Don't they use that in Detroit Rock City too? When they call some one girl Stella, right?
Yeah.
You're such
That's a
Stella.
good ass movie too, my friend.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
I got 2 autographs on that one, Michael. Furlong and the Sam Huntington character, the main kid.
No shit.
Yeah. Those people have been around. A handful of those people have been at conventions. You know what we
Chris
could do?
Crossgrove.
You know what? It might not be a bad idea. Maybe Michael might want to see it on his own. But once we go around watching all these, we can always go back and watch alternate cuts too. It's always way down the road.
We could do TV
Oh, I
version.
got
We
Kim
could do TV
Gottlieb as
versions.
well.
Oh, the photographer, yes.
Yeah, we could do TV versions.
Well, I know I got Dick. Yeah.
Special effects, Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz from the fucking Malcolm in the Middle.
That's what I was just saying. Like Frankie, I didn't realize it. He was born
I
yet.
bet you his parents probably weren't even like in high school yet at that time.
All right, on some real shit, you guys. Are we watching part 4 next Monday or what?
We could do that.
Yeah,
Why
dude.
not? Yeah,
I would love to watch part 4.
Yeah, because we already did a watch along on part 3. I'm game for that.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Let's keep on kicking ass.
Yeah, these are fun. I'm enjoying these. Any excuse to drink more alcohol on a Monday night? Why not?
They
Not
kind
only-
of fly by too, don't they? These movies that they fly by when we do these watch-alongs.
Oh,
Really, really do. They do
if
fly
we-
by.
They fly by. We shoot the shit here. That's cool. I hope everybody that's watching or even goes back and watches it. Yeah, stay with us on this stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun, and I'll try to dig up some stuff from H4. I don't know of anything in H4 that was when either
Yeah, there's no bloopers in H4. It's a fucking classic.
Yeah, I honestly can't think of any.
It's a perfect
blonde,
movie.
Just the blonde Michael Myers, but there's reason behind that.
Aside from the mask in the schoolhouse.
Yes, I know.
Or
Well,
the
gentlemen, that
Michael
fucking rocked. Another great one.
It was the cat's ass.
Cat's ass.
Sorry, that's good shit.
That was a lot of fun. So yeah, I had a great time shooting the shit with everybody. Thanks for everybody hanging out in the chat. It was good to see Colin. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Super
Colin.
cool.
And we'll reconvene next week, and we'll do Halloween 4 next Monday night. Everybody come back and do some chit chat with us and hang out with 3 knuckleheads that are just Halloween geeks.
Yeah, and it's November, and we're still we go Halloween 365 days a year.
Halloween is every day. What's up, Holland? Now he's going to bed. It's 4:47 in the morning. Holy crap! Well, I think Holland, you were mentioning you were on vacation, right? Are you still on I think he was still on vacation. That's probably why he's still up. I saw him post about still being on vacation. Thanks for hanging out, man. It was good.
Yeah, that was awesome, Colin.
You want to come on the collector show one day, man? Colin's got a lot of cool shit. We gotta get him on the collector show one of these days. I'll have to reach out to you about.
Yeah, not just Halloween. It's like all horror stuff.
No, he's got all horror. It's not just specifically Halloween.
Yeah, I think Michael would really get a kick out of.
Yeah, he's like an encyclopedia of horror.
I would love to see the collection a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Dave Alberson was here. Thanks, guys. Oh man, I didn't sell it. You should have chimed in and broke our chops for a little bit.
Yeah, we're just mystery science theorying this shit, right? We just always chat away.
Tomorrow's your last day where? At your job? You changing jobs? Oh, your last day on your vacation. I'm sorry.
No,
That's right.
last day.
Yeah, I saw him post it. Yeah,
Oh.
I'll get in touch with you. I'll DM you.
Well,
Maybe we can come hang out on one of the podcasts. It'd be a lot of fun.
Vacation dies tonight or dies tomorrow.
Colin's vacation dies tonight.
Oh my God.
That is always the worst feeling. The last day of your vacation, you have to go back to work, and you're like just wishing to like be struck by lightning because you don't want to go back to work. Seriously, like the last day, like when I go on vacation, my wife looks at me. She's like, "You look like you like somebody just killed a puppy." I'm like, "I have to go back to work." The fuck?
It's horrible, isn't it? It's just like
it almost makes you not want to take a vacation. It really does.
Well, gang,
all right, guys,
that was a blast. I'm looking forward to the next podcast on Sunday, and then Halloween 4 watch along on next Monday.
Yeah,
Yes,
we come back next Monday. Be sure to hit that like button, please.
Michael's got a big weekend coming up here. If he doesn't,
yes, this Friday, the great Tony Moran will be performing the wedding ceremony for me and April, and we're going to be hitched. And then the following day, he's going to be doing the a signing at our convention, and along with Sherry Carey, the singer from the Runaways, she'll be there, and it's going to be a blast. We got some pretty exciting stuff planned, actually. So I'm going to try to get as much footage as I can, because this is the last time we'll be chatting before then.
Yeah, so everybody make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can see everything that's going on. Oh, and your giveaway. Make sure if you subscribe to the Michael's Horror and Pinball channel, the next 100 subscribers we're tracking, you'll win a Halloween Ends mask and the surprise gift from the man over here.
And a bigger surprise.
Don't forget about the big giveaway at 100 subscribers.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We'll pick a name out of the hat. So make sure you hit that like button. It doesn't like and subscribe. You know what it costs you? Nothing. Hit it. You can win a mask and some other cool shit. All right, boys. So thanks everybody in the chat. Take care of you guys, and I will talk to you guys during the week, and we will reconvene. Right. Let me find my stuff over here. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night.
Cheers, bros.
Talk to everybody soon.
Nice ass.
Nice ass.